Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we are going to be talking about a film that came fairly early in the year, and that is The Witch. And you might be thinking, why, John, why would you review The Witch now instead of earlier in the year in which it came out? Well, that's because, first, I didn't have a YouTube channel at the time, and two, I'm reviewing movies, and I saw it a couple days ago. It made me want to review it. Why didn't I review it earlier? It's because I was on vacation. Vacation is where I take a break, so enough about that. Let's get into this film. This film it came out in, I believe, late February of 2016. And I felt that I had to review it simply because I had things to say about it. So let's get into it. First off, this movie focuses on a family that gets kicked out of a town, and so they go out into the woods-ish place, a place where no one else is living. They build a house, they're living in a home, and then one day they have a baby, and the oldest child, Thomason, she is watching the baby's name is Samuel, and the kid is missing after she goes. And it was missing, and that's because a witch took them away to do various things. And so, now that they're out into the woods area, there just might be a witch. So what did I like about this movie? First off, there's not a bad performance in this movie. I'll give the movie that. And I also enjoyed some of the characters. So, let's start off with the main one, Thomason. She's a character that's is trying to understand what's happening in a way, while also trying to be loyal to the family because she's religious, like the family, and she also is trying to balance out what she's supposed to do, and also just carry the movie from point A to the end. So that's basically her character. There's a lot more, but I want to leave that out simply because I actually think that will be giving away too much. The other character I liked was the father. He's not an alcoholic. He's not drunk. He's actually a person that you feel kind of for him. And there's a line in the movie where, I'll explain the situation. The son is missing. Not the baby I was talking about earlier, but they have another son. They just keep having children. What can I say? Yeah, the kid's out in the woods because he went after this. I think it was a bunny that he was after. Oh yeah, and the father has said, the mother is saying like, oh, "You'll never find him. It's dark." And then he's like, "I will find him." And it really showed that he was a man who really cared for his family. And also, wanted to get the kid back. And that's the second character I liked. And I also liked the kid I was talking about. I forgot his name. The little kid his name's Caleb. I actually got it. And I enjoyed the fact that he was a little bit of a pervert. I enjoyed that aspect. He was a little different from kids that we've had before, but it doesn't exactly make him likable. I like the fact that he was different from what I've seen. But other than that, the rest of the characters are kind of expandable. You don't really care about them. They're what the movie needs, but they could have been anyone, if I'm being completely honest. Oh yeah, the filmmaking. The filmmaking is actually an important part of this story in a way, simply because it looks very dirty, and color grading, I believe, is kind of like toned down, so it's not very bright and fun like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. No, it's a horror movie that's kind of deep into what it's supposed to be, which is a horror movie. Now, before I go on, I just wanted to address, this film is a horror movie, but it's not a film that has jump scares. It's about a family in the woods that's kind of being terrorized by a witch. But it's not about the witch itself, it's about the family. And so there's a little bit of an abrupt ending, but you're fine with it simply because it focuses on the family, not the witch. And that was another thing I liked. Now, let's get into the things I didn't like. First off, the characters that I didn't mention that I said were expandable. That would be the two kids, the very small kids, not the baby, and the mother. She was fine. I didn't think she added anything, but I didn't think she subtracted anything. So they're fine, but they could have been anyone. And another thing to note: these people talk like way back in 1600s England, I think it was, and it is very hard to understand what these characters are saying. Actually, they had to put on subtitles. So if that's gonna be a problem for you, it was kind of an issue for me. I couldn't understand anything. Can't do anything about that. This film is very heavy on the performances and the visuals, and putting each of these characters further and further into danger because of this witch, which is haunting them, is how I'll put it. And for that reason, I'm going to give The Witch a B+. Thank you very much for watching my review, and I will get a couple others before the night ends, before New Year's Day, and I'll get 2 more reviews for you. Don't worry, they'll come quickly, and be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe. Until next time, guys, peace out.